Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks for hanging out with me in the fish room. So today we've got a bunch of new fish that we got in. We've got a new supplier that we're ordering from out of California called Aquatropics. And I gotta tell you, first of all, I really like ordering from this company, and the reason is since they're in California, they ship to me later. And so therefore, when I go to the airport to pick up the box, it's usually like 10 o'clock at night. Well, I'm a night owl, and to drive over into Dallas, it's so nice to do it at night. Now, the other place I order from is in Florida, so when they ship early in the morning, so it usually gets here about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it is a nightmare. It is a nightmare driving to Dallas in the middle of the day when it's 100 and something degrees and you're sweating profusely and you're stuck to the seat, and it's just not a pretty thing. But let me update you guys a little bit more. You might look at me and you might think, Jason, you look kind of tired. Well, guess what? Jason is kind of tired. So you guys know before, my partner, Jerry, Papa Shrimp, had the quadruple bypass. He's back working pretty much full time now. He's doing much better. There's very little that he can't do other than kind of lift heavy things. So that's been a huge weight off my shoulder until my wife went into the emergency room because she was having some kidney type issues. Wasn't really sure what was going on. Come to find out, she had a massive kidney stone, almost the size of her kidney. But that wasn't the problem. It was causing abscesses inside of her kidney. They believed it had been there for years. And so they admitted her into the hospital. She's been there for like 5 days now. They're trying to drain that thing out before they can't do anything with that kidney stone until they get completely rid of this abscess that she has in her for the fear that she might go septic. So, appreciate all of your prayers for her. I can deeply use that. So we're pushing through that, you know, trying to move ahead, trying to get into some back into the groove again. It's like every time you start to get back into the groove, something else happens. And how in the world is it already August? I mean, August. Come on. I want to tell you guys one more kind of quick thing. This was really interesting to me. I've had a lot of concern. Now, the concern that I've had is the fact that we ship in Texas, so we get many days of 100-degree heat. Well, we've had a few more losses lately in shipping than we normally do. It's never like a full box loss. It's always like one fish that ends up dying. And so we're always concerned, like, you know, what is it that's causing it? Is it the heat here? So what I decided to do is I have this thermometer that I keep up at the fish room, and this thermometer is hooked to the Wi-Fi, and it measures the temperature and the humidity all day long, and then it notifies me if things get out of whack. And so what I decided to do was to take that thermometer and actually ship it to Papa Shrimp's house. That way, when I got it back to the Wi-Fi, I could plug it in and I could see the kind of the stats on how the weather was affecting it. And we realized that the day that it was shipped, it doesn't really affect it at all. A lot of the movement of the package seems to happen at night. The biggest problem that we noticed is that whenever it is on the truck to be out for delivery, is that the temperature just slowly rises throughout the day. It was 100 degrees outside that day. By the time they dropped it off on his porch, now I had some bags of water in there also to kind of simulate more of it being fish. By the time that they had dropped it off, it was about 12:30, and the water in the bags was already up to 88 degrees, which is just absolutely unacceptable. So we've realized from here on out, we'll look at the zip code to see where it's shipping to, and if it's going to be 90 degrees or over, we're just not going to ship. Or we'll give you the option if you want to ship UPS next day air for $45. That way it'll be delivered by 10:30 in the morning, and we don't have to worry about that heat. And you just can't. Cool packs are crap, is what they are. They're just. I've tested them, and they just don't stay. They don't stay frozen for more than like 12 hours. So if it's not on the initial ship out, then they're completely and utterly worthless. So I just want to tell you that a little bit. I thought it was very interesting to kind of understand what a package goes through. So let's go ahead so I can show you guys some of the new fish we got here in the fish room. All right, first tank here. I'm not sure I've talked about these guys or not, but these are some ones that I actually bred. These are some Caudal punctatus. These guys are some shell dwellers. They're probably about 3 months old. So I'm waiting for them to get about an inch long. And then I will actually put them up for sale. This is just a beautiful, beautiful fish when it gets older and that big yellow fin starts to show up. Over here we've got some more rainbows. We've got a bunch of different rainbows now. This is a Pseudomogill, the Gertrude. Beautiful fish, but these things are absolutely just terrified. They're just constantly running. So we got those. Before you guys take a second to go down there and make a comment, because I want you to make a comment, because I love to read and respond to your comments. There is a cool new feature that YouTube is just now, from what I understand, putting out there, and I was lucky to be one of the people that actually gets to try it out. It's a thanks. If you look up above, there's a button that says thanks or thank you. It's up there by join. If you click on that, it's like kind of a tip jar. It's like a way of just telling people like me that create videos, man, I love what you're doing. Here's $2 to say you are awesome. And then when you do that, your post actually gets highlighted or gets some colors around it, or heck, I don't know. I haven't ever actually seen one yet, so somebody go down there and click on it and make one of them so we can see what the heck this thing actually looks like. And if you do, thank you guys so much for your support. I love every single one of you. Over here in this tank, we've got in some Hillstream Loaches. And then also in here is one that's similar. It's called a Borneo Sucker. It just has a little bit of a different pattern on its back than the Hillstream Loaches have. Up here we've got the candy cane tetras. This is one of the tetras that sells really, really well for me. My local supplier ran out of them, so I had to order these guys in. You can see right here, these are some tags they send me. And so what I do is I put here how many of them I got in, and then I put here the date that they actually came in. Because if you guys remember, I quarantined these fish for 2 weeks before I actually put them up for sale. But these guys are looking really, really good. Over here we've got another Pseudomogill. These are forcatas, or fork-tail rainbows. These guys are just absolutely beautiful. Those males are they're just stunning. Down here we've got some Scarlet Battis. There's one back there in the corner. These males that I got in are some of the most beautiful males that I've ever had. Let's see if we can't push him up to the front a little bit here. No, he wants to go hide. All right, in this tank we've got another fish that likes to hide a lot. There's also some other Scarlet Battis that came in here at a different time. These are the Emerald Rasboras. These are the ones that are very, very similar to Celestial Pearl Danios, or Galaxy Rasboras. They just have a different pattern on them. It's another nano fish, good fish to keep with shrimp because they stay nice and small. All right, we're going to take a quick look at this tank because these are some Angazi double reds, and if you look in here you'll see nothing, and the reason that you see nothing is because they all crashed. Again, this is why I quarantine these fish for 2 weeks, because I would much rather these fish die on me than die on you. And it's not unheard of for you to lose apistos. Apistos can sometimes be a difficult fish to keep. I absolutely love apistos, so I'll continue to try over and over and over to get as many as I possibly can. And on that apisto note, these are some ones that are actually doing really, really well. These are Avistagrama Mega Orange. These are ones that get an orange fin, but also get a really, really orange body. But these guys are doing good, much better than the other apistos that are completely gone. Over here, We have got rainbow shiners. Originally, these are some fish that one of my friends gave me from my tropical warehouse. Just as these things grow older, they get just beautiful, beautiful coloring. So I went ahead and I think they only had like 5 or 6 in stock. So that's the reason I only have a few in here, but I'm definitely looking to try to get some more of these things. Beautiful fish you just don't see very often. Over here, I want to show you something that I'm actually kind of excited about. I've bred lots and lots and lots and lots of angelfish, but the angelfish that I've bred, the parents never ever take care of their babies. They always eat the eggs every single time. So I've just been exhausted lately. So for the past 4 or 5 months, I've stopped pulling eggs, and lo and behold, these guys finally got it right. They let them turn into wigglers, they let them become free swimming, and now you can see they are raising all of these babies themselves as I'm feeding them microworms all the time to give them something to eat. So I'm really excited because it is so much easier to raise up angelfish when the parents will actually do it for you. All right, over here we've got some. We got 2 different things. We've got some panda cories. Over here we can see one that has succumbed to death. He's not looking good at all. Again, these are all quarantining right now. And then there's also there's Adolphi. They're the ones that kind of have an orange spot on the top part of their head. So two different cories in there. Also, the Adolphi are the ones that have the long black stripe on the back, whereas the pandas just kind of have the 3 dots. All right, over here we have got a new goby that I've never got before. These are called orange face. I think they get real orange when they get older. And then also in here we've got 3 different cories. You might be able to see them kind of underneath there. We've got some Starabis. I'd gotten a group of Starabis from another place and I lost all of them in like 2 days. These guys seem to be doing better. I can see I've lost a couple of them, but nowhere as many. Also in here we have got some red sailfin Venezuela cories. But I really like these gobies. I've got some of the neon blues that look really, really good and are really, really popular. So I'm excited about getting these guys. All right, so there you go. There is a brief look into some of the new fish that we've got in. Cool thing about having the fish room now is, since I'm doing a lot of quarantining here, I'm getting new fish in here all the time. So it's fun walking around here seeing new fish constantly. Some of the older tanks I have, you know, like this one right here, right here. These are ones that are just ones I've had for a long time. Just kind of, they're just set up and I don't really do anything with them except look at them. I may be looking to I may be looking to start to change some of those out. I really don't know. Again, if you guys that know me, man, I'm making this up as I go along. So you guys got any questions or comments, be sure and leave them down below. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.